We'll start with Michelle Vogel.
Yeah, Coach, I asked Ryan this. You know, you started off the SEC season with the four other ranked teams in the league, so you've played the toughest teams other than yourself. What does that tell you about your team, and what do you learn from that to go into this next stretch of games?
Well, I love the resilience of this team. You know, we play together. We are tough. We have heart. What I told the players, you know, our margin of error is just so small. So for 3.5 quarters against South Carolina tonight, against A&M, we played high caliber basketball. However, the small mental lapses, you know, cost us, and great teams expose you. So in order for us to take that next level, we have to be able to play 40 minutes.
Thank you.
Eric Decker.
Hey, Coach. So obviously it's a tough result in the end, but what positives can you take out of this with how Ron played and how, like you said, you had the lead for a good majority of this game. So what can you take out leading into the rest of the SEC schedule for you?
Well, the positives that we could take away, you know, we came here to win. We talked about that pregame, that we were not going to play afraid, we were not going to play timid, we were going to play aggressive. And majority of the game, we did do that. Ryan Howard continues to show why she is the best player. But, you know, I liked what we did offensively. We pushed the tempo. We played out of the ball screen extremely well. Ron hit some shots, but I thought we kept our offense moving. We executed a lot better today than we did against A&M, which is a positive. You know, even our one-on-one defense early, I thought we did some good things, forced them to take some tough shots. So what we can take away from this, we are a very talented team. We have the pieces. We have a chance to really take this team to the next level. There are small things that we have to fix.
Larry Vaughn.
Carol, when you look back at this game, you've had a lot of players that have been doing things on offense to kind of take some pressure off Ryan, who just didn't make shots tonight. Does that worry you at all? And how much more pressure does that put on her when those other players aren't making those shots?
Well, that's the thing about having depth. So Ryan Howard obviously was scoring, but Dre Edwards, who has not been playing well, I thought she came in, made some big plays. So we have people that can score. So I'm not worried about our scoring. We have playmakers on the floor, and it might be different people every game, and that's okay. Right now, I'm more disappointed in our transition defense. You know, we really just didn't step up as a guard unit, get the ball stopped. But once again, we are a work in progress, and we have to go back to work. And unfortunately, it cost us tonight along with the offensive rebounds. But this is how you grow. You continue to learn, grow, get better, and move forward.
Are you disappointed? I don't believe you tried to even take a single charge that I can remember.
Well, of course, we're disappointed. We didn't get the stops on the end. And like I said, South Carolina, a great team. Our margin of error is so small. So the defensive fundamentals, one-on-one defense, building a wall. When we help over, we have to take a charge instead of trying to block the shot, help the helper. But we'll continue to get better. But make no mistakes about it. We came here with the intensity that we needed, and we did fight, and we don't believe in moral victories. We have the intention every time we take the floor to win, but there are things that we have to do consistently for 40 minutes, and one of those are transition defense and boxing out.
Keith Allstep.
Hey, Coach, as a first-year coach, how much confidence does it give you when you have a player that's a bucket getter like Ryan Howard? When you come out of a timeout, you know you got somebody you can go to. And then also, second, talk about those other pieces, the three transfers for you guys, Owens, Benton, and Massengill, and just how big they've been for Kentucky this year?
I mean, it's great to have Ron Howard. A lot of coaches would love to have Ron Howard. She is a bucket getter. However, I will say this again. She can fill up a stat sheet. So she does score, but she can rebound. She got down and played defense tonight, and her ability to create shots for others. I want to make sure people don't miss that. And then our transfers have been huge for us. So Robin Benton didn't necessarily shoot the ball well tonight, but she played hard defensively. She came up with some steals. She'll go get you some rebounds. Jasmine Massengale is another athletic guard that's big. A high basketball IQ. She hit some crucial buckets for us today as well. Olivia Owens, they just give us depth. So she's willing to come in, bang, get offensive rebounds, gives us some size in the post. So we're going to need all three of those to help take us where we're trying to go.
Josh Sullivan.
Hi, Coach. As you mentioned, a nice bounce back game for Dre'Ana Edwards. Just what was different for her tonight versus the A&M game?
Well, she came in and watched film. Dre was pressing. She's trying to play extremely fast offensively, so she had the turnovers. And then it became mental. So she went back to the fundamentals, went back to the practice court, worked on her shots, slowing down, but majority of it's just mental, knowing that she can score when she needs to. But we just try to bring her off the bench today, take the focus off just scoring every time the ball touches her hands. So we talked to her about going to get offensive rebounds, playing as hard as she could play defensively, and when allow herself to score within the offense, and she did that tonight.
Michelle Vogel, did you have a follow-up, or did I forget to lower your hand? Must have forgot, so I'll go to John Wong.
Hi, Kyra. I wanted to get the coach's perspective of that last possession, or it was next to last possession. Ryan took that quick three, and I didn't know what you all were diagramming in the huddle. Was that something that you had planned?
Well, we were actually going to go for a quick two. However, I trust Ryan. She has great instincts and play off of it. If she's open, I give her the freedom to make that read and take that shot, and we could live with that. We could live with that shot.
Okay. She's playing a lot of minutes these past couple of games. Are you concerned at all about a fatigue factor? Can she go 40 every night?
Well, I'm not concerned about fatigue. We really monitor that. That's why we have a strength coach and a trainer. And there's a lot of people in this league that play 40 minutes, and that's part of it. She trains hard and she wants to be in the game and play. So if there ever comes a time when we need to rest her, we will. But as long as she can go, she'll go.
Thank you.
Gary Graves.
Coach, if you could talk about that third quarter a little bit, was there a point where you could kind of see the pace and tempo kind of shifting towards South Carolina? And you all had kind of set the tempo for most of the game, and then I guess midway through, Boston and Henderson started to assert themselves and push the tempo the other way.
Well, of course, we were talking about it in the timeouts, and we just didn't get it done today of getting the ball stopped. So we started playing in no man's land. So we weren't really getting the offensive rebounds. We were kind of in the middle of the floor, but we weren't getting back to get our defense set. But at the end of the day, we have to get the ball stopped. We have to sprint back, match up. We gave them way too many open layups. So I just told the players, you take 3 or 4 of those open layups away, it's a different ball game. So that's what I'm talking about. The margin of error is so small. It doesn't seem like a lot, but every possession matters defensively and offensively.
Last question to Keith.
Hey, Coach, I wanted to ask you about Destiny Henderson and Aaliyah Boston. You faced the top teams in the league now on the front end. Is Destiny Henderson one of the 2 or 3 fastest guards in the league? And then second, how have you seen Aaliyah Boston's game grow from last year as a freshman to tonight?
Destiny Henderson is very fast, as you could see. She was laying it up tonight, and we couldn't get her stopped. And, great job to her for attacking us in transition defense. And then Aaliyah Boston, I mean, she's skilled. She has great size. She can step out, hit the 15-footer, but what I love is that, the shot was going up and she was just relentless on the boards. The shot would go up, we would double team her, and she would still come out with the rebound. So she is active, and, she really changes their team. She comes back in the second half, and now you're having to help when the ball goes in and rotate and scramble. So that's tough on the opponent.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your time.